Hello there folks, welcome back to the Chap's Guide. My name is Ash and I am your host on this journey through men's style, self-development and personal grooming. And welcome back to another Am I a Chap feature, a series I've been running for quite a while now, in which gentlemen send me images of themselves in their best chap outfits, and I will give my observations. I will perhaps make some suggestions, and we will try and move people along on their journey to chap nirvana. As I always say, remember, I'm not an expert, I'm just an interested party expressing an opinion. So take it as it is intended, well-meaning advice. And if you're looking for any negativity, you've come to the wrong place. For me, this series is all about showcasing men who know how to dress well, but also maybe giving some advice. I'm not going to tear down anybody's appearance. It's all about positivity. So let us look at the gentlemen who have sent me some images today. Now, my first hero is a chap who I know who's been commenting on my videos for a long time, and that's Vic. And Vic has sent us a little bit about himself, just so we understand the style journey he's been on. And Vic says, here we go. He's actually sent me a number of photos, which is always good. We'll comment on a few of them swiftly. We're not going to linger for too long because, there's loads of pictures here. But Vic tells me he's a Canadian gentleman, 55 years of age, living in Germany. And he enjoys wearing a style which is close to a New England traditional style, but with a bit more colour and life to it. Not the very reserved, old century, vintage style. Although on occasion I do step into that world. His love for dressing as a gentleman came from his late father, who was a medical doctor, an older generation of man who couldn't stand casual nowadays wear. Right, so here we go. Let us have a look what Vic has sent us. Now, first of all, most of Vic's pictures are of his upper body, but he has sent us an image of his shoe collection, which is so interesting to see about a gentleman. And you can see the image here. And as you can see, Vic has got some great classic men's dress shoes here. He's got a couple of black toe Oxfords, I can see, cap toe Oxfords, a quarter brogue at the top, some cap toes, but in different colours. I love that sort of burgundy colour one, top right. Full brogue at the bottom, and a grained leather shoe bottom right. But I can see he's added some visual interest to those shoes. He swapped some of the lace colours around. This is a trick that I do quite often. If you've got what is essentially a very formal shoe, you can alter its appearance immediately by swapping the colour of the laces, and it costs virtually no money. It's a great way of keeping what could be a small shoe collection alive. Now, Vic has told me in his email that these shoes are all by good brands. He's got stuff here from Church, Chini, Carmina, Allen Edmonds, Goodyear welted shoes, a lot of them British, that will undoubtedly probably last you the decades if you look after them. And I can see that you do, because they're nice and shiny, they're prepared, they're ready to be worn. An excellent shoe collection, stored so well as well. Nice little shoe racks, allowing leather sole shoes to breathe if they've got damp. All the shoes have got shoe trees in that we can see. This is an excellent collection of shoes that are being well looked after. So on that regard, Vic, excellent. Okay, let us look. What have we got here? Let's have a look at a picture of you so we know the sort of gentleman that you are. And, well, let's begin with an outdoor image of you. Classic, isn't it? The bowler hat. Start from the top. A rainy day somewhere, but the bowler hat is the classic quintessential style of a true gentleman. Certainly, if you visit London, you will occasionally see a man wearing a bowler hat. But when I see a man wearing a bowler hat, it sparks my interest. My eyes are drawn. I want to know what that's all about, because you see it so infrequently, despite the hat being so practical and so good to wear. It's lovely to see you wearing that. And when we're looking at the clothing you wear, you sort of you instill a sense of classic men's style. The outer coat, a plaid or check colour, woolen or cashmere outer coat, good quality. I can tell it's good quality because it has a breast pocket, despite the fact which might be one of the few suggestions I could make for you today, Vic, you've omitted to wear a pocket square in your outer garment. I know many men perhaps don't, but for me, a breast pocket serves one purpose, and that's to put a pocket square in it. But I love the coat, good colour. It's something that can be worn with practically any outer or undergarment. All we can see is that you're wearing a white shirt, classic style, what more? The ultimate style for a man. Vintage, red, predominantly red paisley tie. Great contrast between the blue of the outer coat and the tie, and a Burberry, most likely, scarf, which nails down the look. Classic gentleman in a cool day look. You would not look out of place in the middle of metropolitan London looking like that, Vic. You've nailed that look. So let's look at another image, and I won't linger too long because you've sent so many, but I'll just touch on a few. Here, I think, is a very nice image. This is the classic day-to-day look for me. This is an ensemble of clothing that you could wear going about one's daily business. Many times people complain to me that the more formal style, which I advocate for, is perhaps not wearable day to day. It's too formal. This is an example of not being the case. What we have is a beautiful, I have to say, I love the colour of that tweed sports coat. The sort of plaid appearance of it, the russet colours really brings it to life. It looks very warm and thick as well. That's the beauty of tweed, a real winter garment. Looks classically styled. Again, missing the opportunity of a pocket square, Vic. I think you need to slip a little square in that pocket. But worn with a V-neck sweater, as we see here, in a lovely colour, which marries so beautifully with that sports coat. Classic combination. The tie, vintage printed tie by the look of it, with, again, perfect colour combo. You said in your initial covering email you're interested in colours. You're nailing it. Absolutely nailing it here. This is an ensemble of clothing you could wear day to day and not look out of place, yet look incredibly stylish. Let's have a look at another one of you going about your daily life. I like this one. This is a good one. Again, vintage looking tweed jacket, lighter in colour, yet still utterly wearable on a day-to-day basis. Notch lapels, quite a broad lapel, I would say. So, no pocket square again. I would suggest a pocket square, but because that notched lapel is quite broad, in a possibly what one might describe an older style, maybe a lapel badge, a boutonniere, just to break up or that expanse of lapel would look great, and with a pocket square, nail it home. But for me, the signature item here is clearly that fawn or beige coloured waistcoat. It looks warm, it looks stylish, it brings the whole outfit together because it marries beautifully with the other colours you have incorporated into your clothing. The shirt that you're wearing is like a gingham pattern button-down collared shirt. Perfect, light in colour, so it doesn't detract from anything that you're wearing. Yet, I can see that beautiful, probably raw silk woven tie that you're wearing. Does that not just scream class to me personally? I love it. The green, the elemental earth colour goes so well with the waistcoat, and with those hints of that same colour in the flex of the tweed jacket. This is a beautiful look. I would love to own clothes like this that would look so classic on a day-to-day basis. You're really nailing this, Vic, I've got to say. And you've saved, or I've saved, the best for last. This image here, I love this. Look at that sports jacket. Predominantly navy, but with a yellow check going through it. Classy and elegant, but with a lot of passion and style visible within it. The hand-tied bow tie in yellow with little sort of recurring motifs. Absolutely classically elegant. Really love it. I have to admit, I have long struggled to tie a bow tie very well because I don't wear them that often. But you're obviously an expert. I love it. When we look at the remainder of the ensemble, is it a white shirt? Looks great. It's the perfect blank canvas to the other accessories. You've got a lot of accessories on here, so you needed a shirt which was plain, which wasn't going to, cause conflict with anything you're wearing. Perfect selection, the white or light coloured shirt. Pocket square in a very flamboyant sort of bouffant style. Colours match perfectly, looks great, love it. the signature piece of the outfit, possibly the bow tie, but the thing which will set you apart from everybody else in the room, undoubtedly the boutonniere. The boutonniere worn on the lapel ties in the colour to the bow tie as well, and the yellow check in your jacket. It just works so well. This is flamboyant, mind. You know, this is perhaps not something, you know, a yellow bow tie, a boutonniere, and a quite puffy pocket square, maybe not something you could wear to a funeral. However, any sunny occasion where you want to be the chap who's dressed very well, you've done it here. You are definitely a chap, Vic, and I love your style. Thanks for sending in your images. Okay, moving swiftly on, because I don't want this video to be too long. They often drag on a bit. But this second image, single image, is from Mark. Now, Mark doesn't tell me a great deal about himself. I don't know where he's from or anything like that, but I can see what he does tell me is that he opts for the classic Ivy League style whenever I go out. Thanks for the videos. The issue I have is finding a shirt with the right arm length, as I have shorter arms. Well, perhaps we'll talk about that in a moment, but let's have a look at your ensemble of clothing that you've sent along. And I can see what you mean. The traditional Ivy League style is evident in spades here. Let's break it down part by part, and as ever, we'll start from the ground up in this occasion. And I can see that you are wearing what appears to be a leather cap-toe brown shoe. An excellent choice for the clothing that you're wearing here. It goes perfectly with the general tones, because a black shoe might be a little bit too stark a contrast between your shoe and the trouser. I think the brown, in a mid-brown as you have here, looks rather good. Me personally, I would choose to wear maybe a brogue or a semi-brogue, just to introduce a little bit of texture and a bit of pattern at the ground level. Just my choice. I'm a brogue sort of guy. I always associate sheer toe caps, like black cap toe Oxfords or brown cap toe Oxfords, with quite formal shoes. But, you know, it looks great. You've picked well. Moving up the body, your trousers. Looks like a chino. I say that because there's no crease down the front, so if it was a pair of trousers, we would expect to see a crease. But a white chino, perfect choice for the summer day, and certainly the look that you're going for. I'm starting to feel nautical tones here, which is, I think, what we're looking for. And yeah, it's a fairly casual fitting pair of trousers. My only observation would be they appear to be slightly long, because I can see the break of the trouser is pooling a little bit at the ankle, maybe an inch off the bottom. Personal choice, but you know how you like to see the break of your trousers. But where it pools at the bottom, for me that suggests the trouser maybe a little too long, but style and colour works well. Moving up the body, of course, now we get to the meat in the sandwich here, and that blazer, sir, a double-breasted navy blazer with contrasting brass or gold effect buttons. Superb. I have long tried to source a lovely blazer like this. I've been trying to get one from eBay for a long old time. I've got a few single-breasted blazers, but I actually rather love the double-breasted. Again, nautical style. This is the type of blazer which is, its origin story is way back in sort of Royal Navy and naval officers' uniforms, which are very similar in appearance. But yeah, I love it, and you're wearing it perfectly. It looks like a great fit. Sleeve length is just right, hem length, perfect. Of course, I noticed that you've left the bottom button undone in the traditional protocol style, as one should when wearing a double-breasted blazer. I love it. Looks spot on. You're nailing the look. Look at the accessories though. You're wearing a lovely pocket square, hint of red, which marries perfectly with the tie that you're wearing. Quite a broad spread on the shirt, light blue shirt, or a mid blue shirt you're wearing there, which is, yeah, it works perfectly with the blue of the navy blazer, and again keeping a nautical style. It's got quite a broad spread to the collar, and I notice your tie, probably a Windsor knot or a half Windsor, fills the gap perfectly. You know how to dress, don't you? You've done very well indeed. Yeah, there's not much I can say. Again, keeping with the accessories, I love the spectacles. I personally favour spectacles with a bit of a visible frame, which allows you to bring a bit more element of colour and style into your clothing, so it looks great. Not much to say there. It's a great nautical look. Only observation perhaps might be, if you want to be, pitch perfect, you should, if you want to, really nail it home, have a little bit of your shirt cuff visible, poking out from underneath the sleeve of your jacket. But to be honest, not all of mine do that either. Certainly mine today don't. They're a little bit short, but there we go. And of course, that then poses the question, you said you're having difficulty finding shirts which have appropriate sleeves to fit you because you've got shorter arms. Well, there's a couple of solutions there. The first solution, and it may be the most expensive, if you really want to get that look, don't forget you can take your shirt to a tailor and they can make an alteration for you. It won't be difficult to make the shirt sleeves a little shorter, but if you're going to do it to a number of shirts, it could be financially prohibitive. By far, what I would try and do is source my shirts from a manufacturer who offers different sleeve lengths. Increasingly they do. And if you look at brands like Charles Tyrwhitt and things like that, stepping outside the bespoke, you'll definitely be able to find different sleeve lengths. I notice even in Costco today, their very modest price shirts come in different sleeve lengths as well. So shop around, find a brand that works for you with the right sleeve size, and just patronise those. But all in all, my overall impression, sir, you have nailed a look which, you're absolutely right, an Ivy League look. In fact, quite a nautical inference. You would definitely not look out of place in sort of the Henley Royal Regatta, or, I mean, a place I visited a few years ago, a couple of times now, is Newport in Rhode Island, in New England, of course, famous for its nautical sort of ways. I think you would look entirely appropriate striding through the town in Newport in Rhode Island. You'd look the part. So you are definitely the summer chap, sir. Thank you for the picture. So there we go, folks. Those were the gentlemen who bravely sent their images in today, and I think you'll agree, they are chaps, and dapper chaps at that, who all look very smart indeed in their own individual ways. Now, if you have enjoyed the video, of course I would encourage you to give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button if you'd like to see more. You can buy me a coffee if you'd like to practically support the channel, and you will find the link to that in the show notes below. But if you'd like your image to be reviewed by me here, by all means send a picture in. If you look at my email address, which is in the About section of the main YouTube page, send your image in to me and I will tell you what I think. No holds barred, but with obviously a positive spin. Send the best quality image you have, high definition, from top to toe, so we can see from your shoes to the clothes that you're wearing. That will make life very easy for me indeed. So until the next time, gentlemen, keep dressing your best, going out into the world and leading from the front in this style revolution that we seek to begin. And I will see you again very soon.